All right, what is going on, y'all? And welcome to this interview. This is another exciting one. This is one of my best clients, and honestly, a close friend too as well. Man, he's just been absolutely crushing it. It's Dr. Anis Kassab. He is out there in, oh my gosh, I forgot, Rhode
It's all right.
Island.
Yeah.
He's out there in Rhode Island. So, no, yeah. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, dude. It's been a little bit. We hopped on a call like I think like 3 weeks ago, I think. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, dude, you look good. You've been crushing it lately. It looks like.
Thanks, brother. Yeah. Been busy. Tell you that. Definitely been busy.
Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Well, dude, I want to go ahead and just kind of get this interview kicked off. By the way, if you're watching this right now, I just want to let you know that the results may vary. Obviously, like I say this all the time. If you put in the work and you usually follow the program, right, then obviously you can get results like Dr. Anis Kassab and many other clients too as well. But I just want to kind of throw that out there as like a disclaimer. But you're gonna hear some good stuff today, right? So, yeah, let me go ahead and start off with this, man. So, dude, what was the problem that you had prior to joining the IG Patient Funnel program?
All right, the biggest problem that I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing with social media. I had no idea what I was doing with business ownership. I didn't know what I was doing with any of that. So there's actually another client that we have in the group. His name is Dr. Michael Georges. He was awesome in terms of giving me that boost to like get myself started and get over that fear to start a business. And then once I had gotten over that fear and I was ready to start expanding, I wanted to solve that issue of getting new patients in the door from outside of, people that I know personally. So that's basically what the group and what the course did best for me.
Awesome, that's what's up. And do you mind sharing like your situation that you're in? Because weren't you working for a different practice too as well?
Yeah. So I was working at a practice in Rhode Island, and no disrespect, the owners were great to me in the whole nine yards, but I was very busy, and I just didn't feel like what I was getting paid reflected the amount of patients that I was seeing. I mean, there were days that I saw 60 people a day, and I got paid a decent salary, but not what I knew I could have been if I were seeing all those people for myself. So I started a small practice inside of my MMA gym. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. So inside the MMA gym, I put down a table and I started treating a couple of my teammates with the owner's permission. And then slowly but surely, just kind of grew from there. And then once I hopped on Instagram, I started running ads and using the strategy. Forget about it. I mean, it was a completely different ball game. So
Heck yeah, dude. I remember we were it was even at the point where we literally just started. It was like maybe we were in it hard for like a month and then after that it just got like so busy that we
yeah,
it was hard for us to even hop on another call again and it kind of just took off from there for you. So, yeah, dude,
yeah.
that was really crazy. But yeah, one of the things that I want to add in here is, Dr. Anis, like I said, he's definitely one of the best coaching clients that I've ever had in the program just because he takes action, right? There's so many people that they get inside of coaching programs and they don't put in the work, and they want this quick magic pill type stuff, and that's not how it works. And I'm not going to sit here and sell you on that either, never, right? I tell people before they even get in, right, Anise, hey, you got to put in the work. If you're not willing to put in the work, it's not going to work, right?
100%.
Right. So I just want to make that very clear. But no, cool, man. Thank you for sharing that. So, number two, man, why did you choose to join the IG Patient Funnel program compared to any other specific program that you came across?
Yeah, so I'll be real, dude. I wasn't really hunting for like a program or anything like that. Dr. Mike had actually found you first, and then he referred me to you. So that's when I said, all right, well, let me see what this guy's all about because Dr. Mike, I trust his word. That's a brother to me. And after checking out what you were doing and meeting with you and talking with you, I said, okay, yeah, I mean, you definitely have a niche in something that I don't understand. I was not a social media person, and now I feel like it's become a pretty big part of my life. I mean, I don't even have a website. Everything is through Instagram. So, so
That's
yeah, that's
crazy.
basically how I found you. It was a trust thing. I trust Dr. Mike. He trusted you. I said, okay, that's it. Let's do it.
Yeah, cool, cool. And by the way, if some of you guys are watching this, or somebody, whoever's watching this, if you want to know who Dr. Mike is, he's another Kyra that's in Rhode Island. He's literally down the block from Anise. Both of them crush it in the same market. Rhode Island is also a fairly small market too, as well, and they're doing pretty good, right? So
Yeah.
if you guys want to go check out Dr. Mike and even reach out to him, and I actually have his interview on the channel too. You can look somewhere on my YouTube channel for his, but his username on Instagram is at the Combat Cairo. So if you want to reach out to him, but yeah, no. So dude, number three, as a result of implementing, the IG patient funnel, like what was the outcome and how has it made your life different, whether it be the revenue, personal life, and business?
All right. So, all right. As far as business goes, I think that the IG patient funnel is so unbelievably powerful. I literally think if you're a chiropractor and you're not using it, you're just making a stupid mistake. You need to be on Instagram, you need to be running ads, and you need to make good content. Shaq, I'm going to be real with you. I think it's so powerful that you don't even have to make good content. Like, if you're not even that good at making it, you will still get patients from this strategy. So I feel like I'm just getting to the point now where my content is pretty good. When I first started, it was very, for lack of a better way to put it, it was half-assed, and I was still getting clientele from it because people were saying, oh, wait a minute, this guy's not in Los Angeles, he's not in New York City, this guy is in Pawtucket, he's right across the street from me, and I can go see him, let's do it. And ever since then, started building up. As far as personal life, I won't lie, in the very beginning, I definitely got overwhelmed by it. That's all, just because of all the messages coming in and trying to learn, how do I say this? For example, if I get like 500 messages in a day, which is completely unrealistic, I'm just saying, if I get 500 messages in a day for like people who are asking me about my services, maybe half of those actually end up becoming like real patients. So as far as my personal life being affected, I'm constantly looking at my phone. Once I learned how to separate my business life from my personal life and know when to shut it down, that's when things really made a big difference in terms of my peace. However, as far as business wise, I mean, it's like I said, it's perfect. It's such a good marketing tactic, and it's to a point where I don't even do anything boots on the ground. Everything I do is over the internet. So
Yeah, that's sick, man. And just for some of you that are like, oh my gosh, like he said that it was stressful and it was frustrating or whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, it was a good problem to have because
oh
he
yeah.
was getting patients, right? So, it was just a matter of just like he said, balancing that time from spending time on your phone versus your personal life. And usually what I tell people is, listen, you don't have to spend all day on your phone because guess what? The messages and the followers are going to be there no matter what. You can reach out to them anytime or reply to them anytime. Now, is it better if you reply to them faster? Yeah, of course, right? Because dude, you never know what happens. Like, what if you reach out to someone, you don't reply to them, and then they find somebody else the next day, right? So there is still that. But at the end of the day, you can always go to your Instagram and you can always message people. So if you just learn how to split your day up, maybe message some people in the morning, message people at lunch, and then also do it a little bit towards the evening too as well, and then shut it off, you can do that and you can make this work out. You could easily book anywhere from, 1 to 5 patients a week doing that, right? So, and if you want to take it to the next level, of course, then yeah, obviously you could do that. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you brought that up because I wanted to really make that clear for the people that might hear that and that might scare them away a little bit. But you have to keep in mind it helped him grow his business and his practice a lot doing it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
big
So
time, without leaving the comfort of my office or my home. That's the biggest thing. Like I see chiropractors going to marathons, setting up tables so they can take home two patients. Like I don't know, I just think this is a much more convenient way of doing things. No disrespect to that. I respect everybody's hustle, but I just think this is the best way to do it.
heck yeah, heck yeah. And even if that, if you still do the boots on the ground marketing, cool. You can still add this into your arsenal and just have another avenue to get more patients. It's not going
Yeah,
to hurt you, right?
no,
So,
not at all.
but yeah, if you're comfortable, man, some people they share, their revenue so far with the Instagram strategy. Some people just kind of give, just like a ballpark number. What would you say
Yeah.
that ballpark number would be with the strategy alone?
All right, so here, hold on. You mean since starting, like how much money have I made with the strategy alone?
Right, right. And I think you started, it hasn't been even been a year yet, I think.
No, it hasn't even been a year. No. All right, so yeah, let me just keep it real with you guys. So just for context, when I first started, I was only treating my teammates at my MMA gym, so I would only see like 2, 3 people a night. As time went on, that started to grow. I do get some patients from the gym still. However, it's probably like 90% Instagram, people seeing me online, and word of mouth, a combination of both. But even the word of mouth extends to my Instagram because people always say, oh yeah, I saw that guy on Instagram. I went to go visit him. You should check him out. Oh, I always see his ads popping up, blah, blah, blah. Happened today. And then a new guy came in today. That's actually, I'm telling you what happened. That happens all the time. As far as the amount of money I've been making, here, 1 minute, I'm gonna tell you what I did this month alone because this was a big Instagram month. And actually, it's the end of the month, isn't it? Yeah, it's the
Yes,
29th.
it is.
All right, so just so that we're clear on numbers, 1 second here. Billing and sales. And for the month of March, we are looking at, just loading, 1 second.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yep. $23,327.50. Those were my sales for the month of March, and that's just me operating. And like I said, about 90% of my patients, maybe even a little bit more, are strictly from Instagram or from word of mouth from somebody who originally found me from Instagram.
Right, right. I got you. Yeah. So the reason why I asked that too, man, is because one of the big promises that I make to people is that you'll be able to add an extra 50 to 200K a year for your practice using Instagram.
Oh,
So
easy.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Right. So,
no problem.
he said 20K, about 90%. I mean, even give him 80%. I mean, that's just 1 month, guys. Right. So, guys and girls. So, obviously within a year, if you're not hitting 50 to 200K, then I need to stop doing what I'm doing. Right.
Yeah.
Or something's going on. Right. We need to figure something out. But yeah, no, thank you for sharing that. I really do appreciate that, man, a lot. And that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing to hear too. That's so sick, man. I
Oh,
remember
thanks, man.
when you were literally starting off in the gym, bro. Like
Yeah.
literally. That was crazy,
Wacky.
man. And I remember that call when you're like, dude, like, honestly, I'm gonna need to take a little break because I'm kind of stressed out a little bit and I just need to chill
Yeah.
out, which is cool. Sometimes you need to do that because I don't want you to burn out, right? So yeah, that was
Exactly.
crazy though. That was a good thing, but it was a bad thing at the same time.
Yeah, definitely a good problem to have, but absolutely, I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, dude. So, dude, where do you think you would be at right now if you didn't join the IG patient funnel program?
Oh, I'd probably be doing like less than half of what I'm doing now. I mean, I'd probably have enough money to live, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, the success was so rapid, man. And once I started boosting ads, that was the game changer. I think the second month I was boosting ads, I got 60 new patients from Instagram. I think it was if it wasn't December, then it was November. It was one or the other. But yeah, no, forget it, less than half. I mean, this Instagram thing is crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. And usually I promise people anywhere between 1 to 20 a month because like I want to give more like realistic numbers. But
Yeah.
it's always good. Obviously, you guys, you can hit higher numbers, right? You can hit, 30, 40, 50, 60. I've even had a client hit 90 in 1 month, right? Which is crazy to me because, like I said, I promise 1 to 20 a month, but for some people, they end up crushing it even more, right? So that's just to show you guys that the sky is the limit for you. Obviously, I'm not going to promise that you're going to get 60 new patients in the month, but anywhere between 1 to 20, I can guarantee. But if you go more than that, then good for you, right? Just as long as
Yeah,
they're high quality and they want to keep seeing you, right?
absolutely,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So, dude, let me ask you. This is a really big question that I actually don't have in this interview, but I wanted to ask the quality of the patients that you're getting from Instagram. Obviously, not every single person is going to be high quality and continue care with you, but how has the
Right.
quality been though, as far as the patients from Instagram?
Across the board, the quality's been great, really. I mean, I've had a great patient retention percentage. Last month, my patient retention percentage, I think was 77%. So
Wow.
that means 77% of the people that came in booked another appointment and showed up again. This month, it's probably around the same. I mean, and my computer's just being a little slow right now, so I'm not even gonna bother checking. But it's probably around the same. So, but it's good. A lot of high quality patients. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely do get those people that are like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
saw you crack a neck on Instagram, and I want that," and then
yeah,
you know what I mean. But it
yeah.
doesn't happen often. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is the big thing with this is, it's not about, not getting those people at all because they're going to slip through the cracks, right? But the biggest thing is you don't want the majority of the people that come in like that, right? Where they're like, hey, I just
Right.
want to come in and get cracked and pop. You want to decrease the amount of those people that you want in your office, right? So that's the big thing, right? That's just a little teaching point because I always love coaching and teaching. So even through the interview, I want to teach people, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So dude, last thing, if there's anyone that is watching this, which there will be, who's on the fence of joining the IG Patient Funnel program, what would you tell them? Just lay it
Oh
all
my
out.
god, dude, just do it. Seriously, just do it. There's all right. So for a second, Shaq, let me take over for a split second. The group that you're gonna join, the mastermind group, is amazing. I mean, everybody in there is always so helpful. If I ever have a question, the other day I had a question, I got like 15 different responses. So the group is awesome because if you have business related questions, patient related questions, whatever, you have a good crew there. The actual strategy works extremely, extremely well. You do have to commit yourself to it though. This is not just like post a picture of you in front of your spine model and get patients. It doesn't work that way. You got to put in the work. And also, as time goes on and you start to make more and more and more money with this strategy, you can start delegating a lot of what you're doing to other people, which is really great. So that's kind of the process that I'm trying to figure out for myself right now because I'm getting so busy with my patients. I don't always have the most time to make the content. So I've been working with a videographer to help me make some content, as an example. So all I'm going to say is it's going to make you more money. It's going to get your face and your name out there, and it's going to put you in a community of other people that are doing this and other people that are out there actually making money doing this. If you're not doing this and you're doing like 100% boots on the ground stuff, good for you. I commend you, but you're missing out on a huge niche for marketing. And also for people who are comfortable posting stuff on Instagram, good for you because there's so many that are uncomfortable doing it as chiropractors. I don't understand why. So you're gonna make a killing
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there aren't too many people doing it.
For sure. Well, what about the people that are even doing, because there's a lot of chiropractors that are going towards these, Facebook Legion ad marketing agencies where they get them to drop their prices down to like a $21 new patient special and they get a lot of low quality leads and patients. I mean, what would you even have to say to those people too as well?
Yeah, so actually, I can speak from experience because I kind of made that mistake. So in the beginning, I didn't bring my patient price down that low. I think it was a $65 new patient special, and I did get a lot of new patients from that. I won't deny it. A lot of them were high quality, a lot of them were not so high quality. I recently raised my prices on that, and now I definitely feel like the patient quality is a little bit better of people that are coming in. But anyway, yeah, I really don't think you need to set your fees that low at all. I mean, I know people that didn't set their fees that low, that absolutely killed it using the exact same strategy, like new patient numbers that were close to mine, or if not better than mine, that were making more money than I was making on a new patient visit. So yeah, trust me, there's definitely no reason to drop your fees that low. For me, it was more of a comfort thing in the beginning, and now I'm way past that. Now I completely understand. But you grow like anything else, so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the reason why I wanted to hit on that so hard is because one of the biggest things that most of the marketing agencies do is they sell on, hey, we need to get you more bodies through the door, which I completely understand, right? So I'm not saying, and not to knock on them either, like the strategy does work with getting a lot of people through the door. But
Oh
then
yeah,
again, right, like you just said it, when you increased your price, the quality of the patients mattered, right? And it was
100%.
better for you. So that's actually, and he'll tell you, I even told him, dude, if you, I, please don't run new patient specials. Like I told him, I'm actually
Yeah,
against that, right? And I actually get a lot
yeah.
of backlash from other gurus and stuff that say, oh, like you don't know what you're talking about. But this is just proof that you don't have to run new patient specials in order to get new patients through the door. And it's actually better because the people that are willing to pay that price that you're charging are more than likely going to be good patients because they're not being nitpicky about the price.
Bingo. And not only that, Shaq, let me talk on something for the chiropractors out there. The problem was the no-shows, the late cancellations. Like, yeah, sure, you get somebody in on a new patient special and everything's great, and then you book them their follow-up. You'd be like, it was probably, I don't know, all the low-quality patients that I had would either not show up, they would late cancel, they'd show up late for their appointment, excuses, excuses, excuses. As soon as I raised my fee, it got rid of that headache for me. For the most part. I mean, I deal with it every now and again. What business doesn't? But it's definitely a lot better than it was when I was running my specials. So, yeah, just throwing that out there.
Heck yeah, dude. I appreciate that. Well, that's
Yeah.
really it. That's all that I wanted to, kind of ask you because, like I said, you're one of the most successful coaching clients that I've had in the program, man, and you've just been crushing it. You're still crushing it.
Thanks, man.
And just a little teaser, he's also thinking about starting, his own personal training program too, as well, I believe.
Yeah.
So hopefully, we can get that up and running soon as possible or whenever, even if you decide to go with somebody else, bro, like I just hope that that works out best for you too.
Hey, thanks so
You
much,
have
Shaq.
you have the strategy. You can use the strategy for that too, right? So
True. Yeah, it works. Apparently, it works really well. So, I mean, why not? Let's do it. I've learned a lot about Instagram from you, and I seriously can't thank you enough.
heck yeah, bro, for sure. Well, for whoever's watching this video, okay, if you want to get to a point to where, like Dr. Anise, where like one, you want to add an extra $50,000 to $200,000 a year in your practice to attract more of your ideal patients without running new patient specials, and three, I mean, most importantly, avoid those hefty marketing agency retainers that you got to pay every month, and you want to take your marketing in house, then definitely click the link below. It's going to be literally a link to schedule a no strings attached discovery call with me. And on this call, I'm going to even ask Anise on this call. I'm just going to be straightforward. I'm going to ask you some questions, see where you're at. And if I think you're personally a good fit and I get a good vibe and you're ready to go, then we could go ahead and get started and implement the strategy for your practice. Okay. Am I lying? Is that not what it is?
That's exactly what it is. And Shaq, if I may jump in real quick, if anybody has any questions at all about this stuff, like if you want like a more personalized, like whatever, like word on it, I will absolutely do that for you. Just send me a DM at Dr. K Chiropractor, okay? Shoot it on over, and then I'll respond to you, and I'll tell you how great Shaq is, how great the program is, how much I recommend it. If you ever have personal questions, just reach out. I'll help you out.
Heck yeah, man. Well, yeah, I really appreciate you, man. Like I said, for those of you who are watching, even if you're, about to open up a practice or you've been in practice for a little while now, go ahead and click that link below if you're interested. Let's hop on that call. And yeah, that's it. All right. I appreciate it, Denise. Appreciate you, man.
Anytime, anytime. You
Yes,
got it.
sir. All righty.